Hey, welcome back to the Morning Show. It is so good to have you guys here. Reince Priebus is a new band. That was RNC Chairman Reince Priebus, Mika.
Yes, earlier this month on Meet the Press, and the chairman joins us now from Washington.
All right.
Reince, how are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. I'm doing great.
So, Mr. Chairman, I got to ask you some rapid-fire questions. First of all, your home state of Wisconsin, how's the governor going to do?
I think he's doing well. I think he's...
Is he going to win?
He is, and it's really a matter of the ground game there.
Yeah.
I really think that Scott's doing great. Here's the issue with Wisconsin. I think you understand. There's about 4% that are undecided total. It's like polling that you've never seen anywhere in the country. And the other issue is you have both parties in Wisconsin that are about the two best parties in the country as far as turnout.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these are sophisticated operations, and, you know, that's why you're seeing Scott Walker right now on about a 30-city bus tour firing up the base and getting people out to vote.
We had the head of the AFL-CIO, Mr. Trump, on last week, and he said this was pretty much job number one for him and the unions. How active is a union presence there this final week? How much money are they going to be pouring in?
It's all, I mean, it's truckloads of money from national unions and soft money organizations coming into Wisconsin, and obviously Scott's done a great job fundraising, and a lot of people have, but, you know, it is a lot about the money. But ultimately, you know, when there's 4% undecided, it's all about turnout. It's all about whether you can win up in Eau Claire and Wausau and Green Bay, and out state and bringing ballots in the box.
Gene Robinson's with us, has a question for you. Gene.
Hey, Gene.
Reince, first of all, nice tie. I like the color. Great choice. You got the memo. Second, in recent elections, Democrats have had an edge in technology, in sort of targeting and identifying and getting out their voters. Is that going to be repeated next week, or have Republicans closed the gap?
Well, I mean, if you look at the numbers, Gene, across the country, whether it be in Iowa or Alaska, Colorado, North Carolina, what you're seeing is that the Democrats have improved, but the Republicans have improved, like, you know, to the mountains and back. And so both parties have improved. I think the real story here is that the edge that the Democrats have had on the ground, like when Burr ran in North Carolina the last time, he was down 100,000 votes before Election Day. We were down 20,000 votes in Iowa. We're even in Iowa. We're ahead in Colorado. We're just about even in Colorado if you combine absentee and early vote. Basically, the point here is that the Republican Party has gotten its act together when it comes to early and absentee ballot voting. I still think we've got a ways to go when it comes to the ground game and technology, but we're doing a lot better.
There. And Nicole's with us. Nicole?
Mr. Chairman, good morning. I'm excited to watch on election night and hopefully see some new women elected. Shelley Moore Capito in West Virginia is very likely to win. I think Joni Ernst looks like she's in a strong position on the House side. There's Barbara Comstock and hopefully Elise Stefanik. Are you confident that we will finally be able to shine a spotlight on a new crop of strong conservative women?
Well, and Mia Love out in Utah and so many others.
Yes.
I mean, and you know, look, I think that we have done a good job of making sure that we're recruiting both female candidates and campaign managers. But one thing we've done a pretty bad job is bragging and getting women out there.
Is that going to change? Are you going to promise this morning that changes now?
Absolutely, Nicole, and I think that we have to. And you're looking at the Democrats overplaying their cards on this war on women, and it's backfiring all over the country.
Yeah, Mark Halpern's here, and he wants to know if you're going to have more candidates from the Upper West Side represented this side. Go, Mark.
If I asked you about the Colorado, Iowa, New Hampshire, Arkansas, and Alaska Senate races, I bet you'd say you're going to win them all. Right?
Well, I think we're going to win. I think we're going to win I think we're going to win enough that we're going to win the majority.
Of those races, Colorado, Iowa, New Hampshire, Arkansas, Alaska, which one or two are you most worried about right now?
Well, look, I mean, if I'm most worried, I think that Scott Brown is closing fast, and I think that if I'm talking to our people at events, I tell people, look, watch New Hampshire, and if you see or you have the feeling at some point in the night that, oh my gosh, Scott Brown he could win in New Hampshire, it's going to be a good night. So I would tell people, watch New Hampshire, watch Scott Brown. If you see him close or winning in New Hampshire, which I think he's going to do, I think you're going to see Republicans pretty happy.
Okay, Reince Priebus, thank you so much.
Thank you, Reince.
Gene Robinson, thank you.
Good luck.
You bet.
Mark Halpern, the paperback edition of Double Down.